So what are the 5 daily habits of the most successful people? And how can you transform your life by cultivating them as well? In this video, I'm going to share what those are and how you can bring those into your life to have the success that you desire and that you deserve. Hey, John Sellers here. Thank you so much for coming to my YouTube channel. Hey, if you are an agent and want to know more about how to build health, wealth, and freedom all into your life so that your business isn't just controlling everything, but you've built not only today, but the future for yourself, then you're going to want to like, subscribe, and stay on this channel because that is what we talk about, how to build real wealth in all the areas of your life. In our quest for success, many of us wonder, what sets the most successful people apart? Is it their natural intelligence? Is it their looks? Is it the family they were born into, the region they were born into? Is it luck? Well, you know, all those factors probably play a little bit into it, but more than anything, we have found that it's the consistent daily habits that these people force themselves to do and have made it to where it is non-negotiable. And this is more than anything what has provided the success they have. And in this video, I'm going to jump into what are those 5 things that they do on a daily basis. The first habit is morning rituals for success. Highly successful people realize is that how your day starts out is going to be the biggest factor of how your day goes. So what are they doing? They're getting up early. They're making sure that they're getting some exercise in to get their body going right. They're eating something nourishing to get them going if they choose to do that. The other is they're focusing on some things positive. What are some meditations? What are some affirmations that they have to do to get their day going right? Because they know that if they want to unlock their potential, they do that early in the morning. The second one is goal setting and planning. Highly successful people do not leave things to chance. They realize that there's only a certain amount of things that they can control, and they're going to control those. So one is by doing goal setting. They're going to look at what they want to achieve in a time frame that they want to achieve it. The next is they're going to break those things down into actionable items with timelines on them of when to do those. And then the other is they're not going to let a day go by that they're not going to look at those goals, they're going to reflect on them, and they're going to put a plan together that day to be able to make those happen. And they consistently work towards achieving those. Now, does that mean they don't change them? No. They realize that they're going to have to course correct as they go, but that doesn't mean that they don't put a solid plan together with solid goals. Number 3 is continuous learning and personal development. Top producers, the most highly successful people, have a thirst for knowledge. They are never-ending learners. They have realized that what can separate them is a continued growth. Most people, once they graduate from high school or college, they don't ever read a book again to learn more about themselves, to learn more how the world works. It's all about entertainment. But most highly successful people realize they've got to change the 6 inches between their ears. So they put a plan together to do that. They commit a certain amount of their budget, and they are focused on making that happen because they realize change starts inside. Number 4 is effective time management. The most successful people understand that time is your most limited resource, and they understand that how they use that is going to separate them from the masses and create the life that they want. So what are some of the things that they do? When they prioritize daily, what are the most important things that they need to get done? Number 2, they are going to delegate things that aren't using their skills to the highest level. And by doing this time management, they are going to accomplish so much more in a shorter amount of time than most people think is possible. Number 5 is cultivating a positive mindset along with habits. Successful people realize that it is a never-ending journey in terms of them continuing to make sure that their mindset is right and their habits are improving. The other is that they are focused on having a growth mindset. That is one of the keys to realizing that they've got to take risks and grow and be open to new things all the time. They've also realized that who they hang out with and the environments they in have a major effect on the energy that they have in life and the energy they are able to bring. So they're focused all the time on what do they need to do to have the right mindset, because mindset changes everything, what environment they need to be in, and then what habits do they need to have on a daily basis to continue to grow and be what they want to be and to become who they were meant to be. So now that we've covered these top 5 things, I want to break down time management, because I really believe when you look at the most successful people, how they're able to get so much done, way more than most people, is because of how they manage their time. And that is critical to be able to bring in those 5 steps that we talked about. So the first is that they plan and they organize. They are meticulous about what their day is going to look like today, tomorrow, next week, and next month. Their schedule is built out typically filled in of how it's going to look, and that separates them. They prioritize tasks not by what's the easiest to get done, but what is the most important to get done. What is going to move the needle the farthest? Many people just put their tasks together and they start with the easiest things and go down, and that's why the most important things keep getting moved backwards, versus the most successful people look and say, what are the things that need to get done today? Not the easiest, not that I'm going to get the most accolades for, but what is actually going to move the needle farther towards reaching my goals? So they're prioritizing. The other is, most successful people realize, and when we look at them, we say, how did they get so much done? And one of the things is they've looked at really not how, but who. They are finding who's in their lives. So they have got assistants. They are outsourcing. They are delegating. They have figured out how to leverage who they are so that they're only doing the tasks that actually they are required to do. Otherwise, they are finding other people to do that. The other is they are time blocking. They are chunking. So they are looking their day and realize that, hey, here's how things need to get done. So when they've got a project to do, they're blocking out 45 minutes or an hour into their calendar, and they are not being distracted because they have realized that when you look at a day, that distraction is one of your biggest challenges. And they've also realized that multitasking typically doesn't work. The next is avoiding procrastination. This is probably one of the biggest items that I see and that we see in the world between the most successful people and the people who are struggling to make their dreams come true. Successful people know now is the time. They categorize when things need to be done, and if it needs to be done now, they do it. No matter how painful it is, how inconvenient it is, they know if now is the time they get it done. They also have found techniques that if they can get it done in 2 minutes, they're just going to do it and get it off their plate. The other is they practice time management techniques. So what I mean by that, they have found tools to help them manage it. So they're using fantastic schedules, and they're using their calendars, they're using reminders. They are using all the tools that are available to help them be most effective. And then the other is they protect personal time. Realize that what gets into your calendar is what gets done. And what we find is we can look at your life by looking at your calendar and realize that if you have all the success, but you have not taken the time for you to be healthy, if you haven't taken the time to be with your family, then all the success is often not worth it, because it can all fall apart. So you can see we've got the 5 daily habits, and then top of that, how do we make time management work for us? How do we leverage time so that it serves us at the highest level? So in conclusion, let's review those 5 successful habits. Morning rituals, goal setting and planning, continuous learning and personal development, effective time management, and cultivating personal habits. Now understand that these didn't happen overnight for these people, the most successful, and they're probably not going to happen overnight for you. However, if you practice these daily, keep working on them, you're going to fail, but you get back up with a growth mindset and start over, you're going to see over time tremendous change in your life, and all the things that you want are going to start coming. Hey guys, John Sellers here again. If you are an agent and want to figure out how to create health, wealth, and freedom into your life, that is what I specialize in, and that is what I've been able to do as an agent, where I've been able to create a passive income, multiple passive incomes that are over 6 figures a year, that I've been able to build a business that allows me to live wherever I want to live, have that time and location freedom. And that is what I specialize in. That is what we talk about on this YouTube channel. So like and subscribe. And if you'd like to know more about how to create that freedom in your life, reach out to me. There's multiple ways to do it, and we should have a conversation.